Hey coaches, Ashley here from Coach RX. So today on this week's 10-minute tips, I want to walk you through how to customize your systematic onboarding process. So you closed a client, what's next? So now some of you may already have like an onboarding flow or a system that works, but if you don't, follow along and let me show you how to set up this journey while maintaining the personal touch that makes great coaching. But before we dive into the technical setup, let's understand why this matters from a business perspective. So, within the business portion of our coaching certification program, we teach that setting expectations is a crucial part of creating and maintaining great coach client relationships. So, why is creating an onboarding system? Why does this matter? So, professionalism. We just know that first impressions set the foundation. It sets the tones for your entire coaching relationship. It helps you establish clear expectations and systems for your clients. And it just helps you create confidence in your professionalism and then demonstrate your value from day one. And then when we look at consistency, it's just consistency in the client experience. So this ensures that every client receives the complete onboarding information. It standardizes essential education and assessment processes. It reduces missteps or forgotten elements, and it just helps you create a repeatable system for excellence. And then when we look at coaching efficiency and scalability, this is just going to help you eliminate hours of manual admin work. It's going to help prevent important details from falling through the cracks, allow you to focus on high value coaching, and then create systems that scale with business growth. And then last but not least, which is obviously very important, is your client success rate. It just helps properly prepares clients or properly prepared clients are more likely to succeed. It sets clear expectations and these lead to better adherence. When you provide early education, it just helps improve program engagement. And then a strong foundation supports long-term results. So now let's move into Coach RX and talk about some features that are going to help get you set up with an onboarding process that just is going to help you create a better workflow. All right, so now we're inside Coach RX and let's walk through some things that I want to help you get set up before you even add a client. And then after we get those things set up, then we can walk through that onboarding process of how to add a client. So before adding clients, I would recommend taking some time to build out a few documents that you want your clients to have right away. So think intake form. This is just going to provide you with more information, maybe a welcome packet or a client specific packet that you can add to your documents and contracts and waivers. So from your index section, this is where we are going to find our intake form and then also our document section. So we already did 10-minute tip on how to build out your resource library. Use that 10-minute tip video to also just kind of help you get more information on things that you should put in your document section. But I want to specifically talk about a document that is going to help your onboarding process. So first, let's look at an intake form. So you can customize your intake form to fit your coaching needs, your business needs, things like that. Personally, I have my intake form set to follow OPEX's 3 pillars, which is behavior, exercise, and nutrition. So when I look at my intake form, I'm asking behavior questions, exercise history questions, getting some nutritional background, and also just some basic lifestyle guideline assessments just to get more information and understand my client better. You obviously can customize this, add as many questions or as few questions as you like. And then this form is automatically sent to the client's mobile app and a part of their onboarding flow when they accept their invite into Coach RX. The next thing I would set up is in your document section is I would create a client packet. So creating a client packet is beneficial just to help your client understand things about all the things they're going to be experiencing when they start receiving coaching from you. So maybe they're pretty novice and they need some better understanding of training terms, things like tempo. Maybe they don't really understand the difference between resistance training and aerobic training and how to really read your type of programming. So this is a great place to put that. Understanding just best practices. So maybe it's lifestyle best practices, drink half your body weight in ounces. Maybe we want to aim to get 8,000 to 10,000 steps. So it's a little bit of education in there as well. I personally have put in there how to use CoachRx just so that they understand how to navigate through the app. And then I also, which I feel like is very important, is I have put my communication expectations in my client packet so that they understand that I am going to review programming. If you message me, I will try to reply to your message within 3 hours. If you leave a comment, that time frame might look a little bit different. So if you lay this out right away, it just helps you build your clients build you guys build that understanding between each other of what they can expect from you and what you can expect from them. So build this out, and this will automatically populate in the document section of the client mobile app for them to review as well. And then the next thing I would have set up before I add a client is from the business section is I would set up our contracts and waivers. So if you are a coach who uses contracts and you want them to be on a 12-month contract, 3-month contract, whatever, have that set up. And whatever verbiage you use in your contract, have that ready. And then also do your liability waiver so that you can send these to clients as soon as you add them into CoachRx. So once these documents are created to meet your business and your coaching needs, then you're ready to onboard your clients. So when we're onboarding clients, obviously, if you have your own system that works for you, great, follow that. I'm going to kind of walk you through the steps that I personally take to onboard a client that has seemed to help us with our business. So right now, CoachRx does not offer like a CRM system for you to automate emails and things like that. We do have some automation in messages, but obviously if you want to be able to send emails like add a client triggers an email, we don't quite have that yet. So when I add a client, I can from the get-go insert all of their information and I can determine their coaching services right away. So are they getting exercise? Are they getting nutrition and lifestyle coaching? Are they getting consultations as well? I can turn these on and off based on their services. I can also enable and customize touch points from here as well. And then I can also add some additional information like their time zone so that if they are a remote client who maybe is not in the same time zone as me, they receive their messages in a timely manner. And then also if you are a coach who maybe works in a gym or another organization where you get commission, you can go ahead and set your commission rate based on what you and your gym have agreed upon for that. And then you would add client. So from here, once I add my client, from the client perspective, they get a welcome email that says, welcome to CoachRx. Here's how to download your mobile app. Here's how to get started in the app. And then CoachRx will direct them through an onboarding flow. Once I add a client, I immediately get into my tags. So I talked about this in another 10-minute tip on how to organize your clients based on tags. I go ahead and just start organizing them, add the appropriate tags based on what I think they're going to need. And maybe I don't quite have all that information yet, but I can go ahead and get that started. Then what I do is we use a separate email system. So I go in and I create a tag that we've already set up like an automated system where I add them into as a contact into that email system. And then I give them a tag as member. From member, they get a welcome email that says, welcome to CoachRx. Welcome to OPEX Round Rock. That is the name of our gym. Welcome to our gym. And then it gives them some steps to follow. So it's going to tell them that look for an email that says, welcome to CoachRx. Go ahead and accept that invite. Get through your onboarding flow. It also tells them to check out their complete their intake form in the mobile app. It also tells them to review their client packet in the mobile app. So it just gives them a little bit more direction on what to follow. It also then tells them to do things like update your credit card information in CoachRx so that you can start charging them for your services. From there, once they accept their invite, that is when you will then be able to view their intake form. This is when you will also be able to send them their contracts and their waivers. And then you will also be able to send them an invoice for subscription or their one-time fee, whatever you're charging them. As a part of that email also, you can either add it as that welcome email or you can send a follow-up scheduled message like just checking in, you are all onboarded in CoachRx. Please schedule your initial consultation and assessment. So we do an initial consultation, and then a 3-part functional move assessment. So that's just a part of our onboarding flow. So obviously your onboarding process doesn't have to look like that, but I just really wanted to talk about the things inside CoachRx that have helped us streamline our onboarding process. Granted, we do have to use another system just for automated emails. You don't have to use that. It just makes our workflow a little bit easier. So if you already have that, great. See how you can configure that into using things like a client welcome packet inside CoachRx, your intake form, your contracts and your waivers, and then setting up like your invoices and things like that. So hopefully this helps kind of give you an idea of how to create a system to onboard clients. If you're not already in CoachRx, go ahead and jump into trial, see how this system can work for you and your business. If you want a more one-on-one coaching time with me to go ahead and walk through what maybe would work for your business compared to another business, we can definitely do a demo just to kind of help you with your specific business needs.